Hey everybody, this is Creative Chaos with Lynn Marie, and it is 6:30 in the morning, and I had promised a start to finish on my brother's scaling cut. Here is the mat. First, we're going to stamp some images, and these images are brand new. I've had them for a long time, and I've never used them. So we're going to punch them out of here and scan. We're going to stamp and scan these. I have some sentiments with it. I actually bought the dies with these, but with my scaling cut, you don't really need the dies. And if any of you are familiar with Stampin' Up, the frame that you get your stamps out of, you keep and you put it back into the box, because they come in a CD case like this. I love Stampin' Up stamps. They're awesome. I haven't bought any in quite some time. There have been some really good ones come out, but so what you do is you put this back in the stamp case to store your stamps so they're not floating all over. Okay. And I store my dies with my stamps. I don't store them separate. Excuse me. Not everybody does that. Let me grab some tissue, you guys. Ow. That was gross. I'm not having a good morning here. My face is super red, and I'm super stuffed up. And I literally have been blowing my nose for like 20 minutes. I'm so stuffy. Okay, so I promised to start to finish. Wow. I am so sorry, you guys. I can't help it. And I sound stuffy, and that's just not the best. So I use Memento ink, or I use, for finer line, a finer definition, I use VersaFine, but we're going to use Memento. So you peel off the backing here, and there is a little plastic thing with a picture that goes on the back, but I'm not going to put that on right now. And then you place it on the block, and it's kind of self-stick, and then it comes off. You just pull it off like that. This is not a Stampin' Up block, but I'm not a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so it doesn't really matter. I am using Whisper White. Oh, it's called Basic White now. Basic White Stampin' Up! Paper. I've had this stuff for a long time, a couple years. I have paper from Hobby Lobby. So, here's my ink pad. Here's my ink. You just put your ink, put your stamp. Let me move this a little bit. Stamp in your ink. Oops, and I just got ink. See? You don't press down into the ink pad because you will make a mess. Yeah, I've got ink. Ink. So then, I don't know if this is going to work. We turn this a little bit, and then I can move it down. Whoops. And then you fall down. I'm just batting 1,000 here trying to do it like this. Trying to raise it. So then you take this and you want to stamp on the paper. I'm using a scanning cut, so you want to give it some room. And you just press down. Don't rock it. Let the paper soak up the ink and pull up. And that's a perfect image. Okay. Perfect image. I'm going to do that one a couple more times. Let's make pretty birthday cards, really cute ones. I got some birthdays coming up. My husband's birthday is February 5th. Caitlin's birthday is May 5th. My sister Cassie, her birthday is February 1st. That's not a perfect image, but I'll take a baby wipe. It might not even get affected because I'm going to put a border around it. Let's wipe this ink off my hand. I use baby wipes to wipe off my stamps. I don't always, I have something from Stampin' Up! You wet it with water. And you just put your stamp in it and clean it. But I don't know where it is right now. Okay. One more time, I'm going to stamp this one. And it's hard to do this on camera, but because my camera is not set up for this. It's pretty good. Then again, I'll wipe this ink off. So I have 3 of these little piggies. And I'm going to do the other ones, you guys. And pull him off. Let him dry. Pull the paper off. That goes in the garbage, the paper. And then put Piggy on the block. You don't need a huge block for these little piggies. Dip him in the ink. Make sure he's all the way got ink. stamp. Beautiful. Stamp. Stamping is not rocket science, you guys. It's super simple. You just have to remember a few rules. Don't rock your stamp when you lay it on the paper. Don't rock it. You don't have to make compressions in the ink. Just leave it there for a few seconds. Let it soak up the ink. This is a permanent ink. You can color these with alcohol markers, colored pencils. You can color them with anything you want, really. So I did that one 3 times. I'm going to do this last one. He's super cute. I love these piggy stamps. I can't believe I haven't used them. I'm looking for one that's older. It's called Over the Moon. They're cows. I love stamps that have animals, and I have several. Okay. So on this one, he's riding a scooter. Now we're going to dip him in the ink. Make sure he's all inked up. Remember, no compressions. It's not CPR. I need to use my ring light. But this is just a quick demonstration. That one did not stamp very well. I'll show it to you in a minute. Now these piggies might be a little harder to use on the scan and cut because we're going to ignore anything that's at least ½ an inch. So I'm not going to cut everything. That one stamped pretty good. Okay, let's put our lid back on our ink. And I'll show you my stamped images. They turned out pretty good. This one here, down in here, is a little light, but that's okay. Okay, so, oh, and this is a Misty. Like if you want to stamp on this with several stamps like I just did, you cut your paper to fit it. And you put the stamps on the lid. I'll show you what you do with that one day. Okay. Now we're gonna open up the scan and cut. I got trash here. This is from the stamps. This is called the scan and cut. We're going to turn it on. Okay, it's turning on. Carriage will move. Now my scan and cut is a SDX125. The mats are about $20 each. They haven't changed in price over the years that I know of. I've had my machine for about 6 years. Okay, so we're going to put this on the mat. Now my mats aren't quite as sticky as I like, but they will work. So you put it, these are the, you want to put it between this, and then you want to hit not drop the phone. I think I'll put it up here. Sorry, you guys. Oh, it's a great video, but I'm trying here. Okay. I'll do better next time.